Hello my dear Sun, Moon and Rising sign Pisces. I am Michaela. Welcome to my astrology channel Todayenergy, and this is a monthly forecast for you for the upcoming month of August. Let's see what the month has in store astrologically speaking. Now, the beginning of the month is very exciting. We have a triple conjunction between Uranus, who wants progress and liberation, Mars, who are ready to jump into a fight and act, and Rahu, the North karmic node, who talks about the progress and development and new people in your life. They all conjunct in Taurus. That's your third house, dear Pisces. We're talking about exciting news. Exciting new online communities for you. Build your website, open up your blog, start promoting yourself online, do the trade, selling, buying, PR campaigns, join something new to learn, to study, courses. It might be about some unusual Uranian topics like science or aviation or astrology, astronomy. Maybe it's about IT skills. You can improve them significantly. You can suddenly change your interests and study fields and gain new amazing skills. Third house is vehicles, so I would urge you to be modest, moderated and calm down on the road, not too fast. With such a combination, you're very much likely to buy yourself some electromobile, like a Tesla car, you know. Maybe you're meeting some curious, interesting, unusually thinking people, some kind of like a new generation people. Or maybe there will be some shocking news from your neighbors or relatives, siblings, cousins. Yeah, maybe you're changing even your neighborhood, your environment. On the 1st of August, beautiful day for you because your traditional ruler, Jupiter, trines the Sun who gives creativity, light, self-confidence, and this is your 6th and 2nd houses. So good day, the 1st of August, for some good business deals, work improvement and money making as well, and for your health too. For women, Sun trine Jupiter can bring a special significant other, a partner, a future husband, a spouse. On the 7th, Mars from your 3rd house squares Saturn in your 12th. By this, it's an activation of an energy that we feel for a year and a half already. All the 2021, this summer, and the last such energy will be with us this autumn. It's a square between Uranus and Saturn. In this case, it's a square, of course, between Mars and Saturn is retrograde in Aquarius in your 12th house. I would recommend you to check my video on my channel dedicated especially to Saturn retrogradation this year, which will be for, of course, several months as usually, and will end in the autumn when Saturn will go direct again. Well, in this case, it's like very, well, it's a tough energy because Mars in 3rd house wants action, speed, learning, trying something new, opening the blog, acting, selling, trading, moving around, relocating possibly, gathering documents. But Saturn in the 12th is your own subconsciousness, is your own internal parent, your own internal critic who is like, are you sure? Are you ready? Maybe we should prepare better, think twice, which is not bad, right? From the 12th house is usually like, can be even our guardian angels who are protecting us. But Saturn oftentimes is the insecurities, is the fear, is the doubts. So here, of course, also being retrograde, Saturn wants you to go back in time, to go back in your memories, do some regressions, do some constellations, definitely work with a psychologist. Maybe this is the important information you will receive from the space around you about something you need to get rid of internally, like, you know, inner blockages, inner fears, inner traumas. Saturn wants you to work with them. Saturn in the 12th means isolation. You want to travel, but first you have to learn something. First you have to prepare yourself, some documents, some skills. So maybe you are just at home studying, or maybe you're in a clinic doing some health research, or maybe you are preparing for emigration. Maybe you received some offer to work for an IT company remotely or online or overseas. So you're considering the idea to grab your laptop and, you know, do the visa stuff and relocate, but the documents part will take a time. And ending things where you are right now will take time as well. But don't worry, the final resolution might come in the autumn. On the 4th, Mercury goes into Virgo, that's your 7th house, the area of relationships, and Mercury is a lot of chats, a lot of deals, negotiations, so great time for business partnerships and relationships, for contracts, and of course for traveling with your partners. On the 9th, we have a little bit of a tough day, especially for women, because Venus, who represents women, but also money, Venus opposes Pluto, the planet of secrets, of power, of control, manipulations, and the truth, the naked, ugly truth. So on this day, we might hear in the public space some news related to strong women, women in power, women in politics, women who have overcome manipulations and abuse. Maybe on the surface will come out some money laundry schemes involving mafia, business, government, especially the hidden government, politicians, Pluto, people of power. And on a personal level, for you, this triggers your 5th and 11th houses. We are maybe talking about some, on one hand, Venus in your 5th would like joy, pleasure, love, spending time with your children, playing, spending time with your hobby, with your loved one. And then Pluto pushes from your 11th house. That might be the corporation where you work. That might be the club with your like-minded people, or these friends with whom you want to establish a business, or you have a business. And there is this kind of confrontation between your personal aspirations, your own business, your own creative ideas, and what you share with others. Yeah, like the common project. So you might feel a bit like oppressed or pushed or controlled by others, by institutions, by corporations, by governmental or non-governmental even organizations. Because 11th house is also the house of our future goals, for our own development, and it's like opposing your own plans to become a parent, to have a child, or to spend more time with your children. Of course, we need to find the golden middle in this situation. By the way, it might be something, a project, a hobby, or a business project, business plan that you have started somewhere between December 2021 up until March this year, because those were the months in which Venus was retrograding the last degrees of Capricorn, your 11th house, and she was conjuncting 3 times Pluto. That was like planting the seeds, starting the cooperation, joining this group of people, joining this organization, offering your own personal creative ideas and insights to the group, right? Maybe back then you started your business with others, or involving internet or popularity. By the way, that might be a culmination of this project, because 11th house is internet, is popularity, as being amongst others. So maybe you are the leader who is gathering people around you about your unique ideas. On the 11th, Venus goes into Leo, that's your 6th house. So Venus is pleasure, joy, love. Maybe you'll meet love at work or in the fitness club, because you have to take care of your health and your daily routine and work. Maybe women come to the office to help you, like new colleagues, women. Or maybe you find a doctor, a woman who can help you, or you find a very pleasant diet for you and daily regime that will be pleasant for you. On the 12th, we have a full moon at 19 degrees of Aquarius, your 12th house. Full moon, culmination in the house of endings. That's a great time to understand, first of all, where are your weak points, your faults, your own demons, your self-sabotaging tendencies, and accept them and work with them, because the full moon is like a huge projector illuminating your blind spot, your subconsciousness. Those might be news from abroad, from faraway lands. Maybe those are results from your health examinations or your application to relocate. The moon, though, is conjunct Saturn retrograde here. So again, Saturn asks you to be very serious and mature, to become your inner parent, to be responsible about your past actions, and to, of course, grow up and leave behind that bad habits. Stop torturing your body and your mind, your soul and yourself. The lunation squares, again, here is the activation of this square between Saturn and Uranus and the North Node in your 3rd house. You might receive help by information, by studies, by knowledge, by internet, by group of friends. There might be this knowledge about your health. It might be esoteric knowledge. It might be knowledge about documents and travels and relocation. Maybe you're studying languages currently. On the 18th, Venus trines your ruler, Jupiter. Another good day, just as the 1st of August, for work, for finances, for money, for budget. Maybe you are even spending on something pleasant that you really, really like. And taking care of your body and your home. And a good day for love, of course, and romance. On the 20th, Mars goes into Gemini. That's your 4th house. Now, I must warn you that usually Mars spends 2 months in each sign by transit. But because he will go retrograde this autumn, he will stay 7 months this time in Gemini, 7 months in your 4th house. Now, of course, Mars is a warrior planet, and it might bring discords and fights with whom? People with whom you live, 4th house, your roomies, your spouse, your children, very likely your parents. 4th house is the past, is our childhood, our family environment. But Mars is an efficient planet. Mars wants action. Mars wants to serve, to do something useful. So maybe you will decide that you want to repair an old property, that you want to rearrange your building, a place where you're living. And Mars will give you here a lot of strength, courage and power to do so. Maybe the courage to face your parents, to finally express your anger, especially with this activity in your 12th house. Even though Saturn might want you to maybe even like push down again your feelings and your anger and your emotions, suppress them, but Uranus wants them to come out and to be talked out, maybe written in a book, written in a blog, shared with other people. Nowadays, knowledge is power, and we're not alone. And we have to be honest with ourselves and share it with others, thus supporting other people in same situations as well. So yeah, maybe it's something that you fight against from your past memories, childhood. Or maybe Mars is speeding up things, but again, 7 months, it means that he must stay here and repair something, express something, finish some work related to property and family. On the 23rd, the Sun goes into Virgo, that's your 7th house, and of course Sun is light, joy, creativity, pleasure, we can say vitality, and this goes to your partners. So you might meet important people who will shine light on you, warm you like a sun, or of course that might be you enjoying your existing relationships or forming some proper, honest, good, satisfying business deals, contracts, or of course private relationships. On the 24th, Uranus stations to go retrograde. In such moment, the planet does not move. For Mercury, it's usually a day or two when he changes directions, but Uranus is an outer, slow planet, so it stations for a couple of weeks. Let's give it the second half of August. It's very Uranian time. And when the planet stations, it's like a bit dizzy, yeah? It doesn't know where to go, where is up, where is down. It's not moving. Nevertheless, the whole attention of the universe, of the society, is to the topics of this planet. So in this case, Uranus is about technology, progress, internet, science, aviation, I wouldn't say the 24th is the best day for travels, especially air traffic. It's about discoveries, genetics, and being in Taurus, who is a sign that talks about food, belongings, clothes, possessions, supply chain, money, resources. So of course Uranus is shaking this image of the material security and foundation. In this case, this is your third house. So Uranus is everything unexpected, unexpected news, unexpected online cooperation, unexpected courses, knowledges, diplomas, certificates, cars, dealings with your vehicle. Again, I would suggest here being more careful on the road. Uranus is a very volcano-like energy. It wants freedom, liberation, so that's why there are usually revolutions, riots, civil unrest, disruptions. So maybe there will be such regarding to technology, to internet. Be careful with your passwords and accounts online, because Uranus might be also hackers. Neighbors might surprise you or your siblings. On the 26th, Mercury goes into Libra, and for you this is your 8th house. So Mercury, remember, it's about deals and communication and negotiation. 8th house can be our private partner, so there is a good chance to find a dialogue with the person we love and trust, to whom we are committed. Maybe those are dialogues with bank institution, tax institutions, any institution that might give us support and credit and loans, financiations. Maybe we are discussing now to sign some contract with them. And of course, 8th house is psychology and esoterics, so maybe those are talking out with your psychologist or having an astrological consultation. 27th, we have a new moon at 4 degrees of Virgo. 7th house, that is. So news from your partners, new love, new relationship, new possibilities for contracts and deals. For those who are already, of course, in a relationship, that means a new stage of development of your relationship. This new moon is quite agitated because it squares Mars in your 4th house. So it might be connected with deals, with property, or you are introducing your boyfriend, girlfriend to your parents, and there is like a family gathering. Maybe you're looking for people to buy your old property or to sell you such. The good news is that the ruler of this new moon, Mercury, in your 8th house of passive income, is trining Mars in your 4th house. Great combination to rent your property, to start getting a rent, or to sell. Because Mercury trining Mars is a good day for clear thoughts, clear words, assertiveness without aggression, understanding quickly the situation, sharp mind basically, and proper, wise, smart actions. I like this day, I like this new moon. Now, 27, 28, basically call it the last days of the month, Venus in Leo is activating this ongoing square, this tension between Saturn and Uranus. Why? Because Venus in Leo on the 28th is opposing Saturn retrograde in Aquarius. That's your 6th and 12th house axis. So Pisces, we're talking here about your work and about your health. So of course you should be kind of not worried, because Saturn might worry you subconsciously, but Venus is joy and pleasure and help and support. But Venus is also self-indulgence. So Venus in 6th house might give you this sweet tooth, desire for munching something sweet, just having fun with girlfriends instead of working out in the gym. But here Saturn will remind you about your duties. Don't give in to the internal critic. Maybe you need some time more, on your own to practice meditation, spiritual work. Maybe you want to go hiking. Maybe you need to work with a psychologist in order to work out these emotional triggers that give you physical problems, because usually the body gives us signs of something that is provoked deep in our subconsciousness. I believe every kind of a illness. And actually both planets are squaring a third planet, thus making something like a triangle on the sky, which we call a T-square in astrology. They square, of course, stationary Uranus in Taurus, in your third house. So that's a big impatience regarding relocation, travel, documents, paperwork, studies, moving out, going to a new neighborhood, doing some online business, maybe going as a freelancer, working online, working from home, working from some island. Maybe you go on pilgrimage, you know, something like Camino de Santiago, which requires you to travel, to take good care of your health, maybe take the laptop with you if you can also at the same time, you know, work online. Maybe you just go to Bali and relax there, but also you need to build your social media business. So something like that, dear Pisces. Interesting month, isn't it, for all of us, I would say. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and sharing my videos with your loved ones. I hope the information which I study and prepare and deliver to you is interesting and useful for your life. Thanks so much for subscribing to my channel, which makes our community grow. And of course, that makes me very proud and happy as a professionalist. I usually leave my contact for private consultation below the video, in the description of the video. Have a wonderful, interesting, liberating month of August, dear Pisces. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.